Hi everyone, so today's video is about books that I'm excited to read in June of 2016. I have 5 books on my list, so let's get right to it. First book is Marrow Island by Alexis M. Smith, and this book comes out on June 7th. This is about a girl and her mother, and they lived on an island for a while, which had a special community there of people who decided to live and do all their stuff on their island. So they developed a little community there. As the girl and her mother eventually leave, the girl grows up to become a reporter, and she wants to come back and learn more about this island because she feels as though there are some secretive things going on there, and she just wants to get to the bottom of what the island's really all about. It's a bit of a dystopian book, I think, from what I've gathered from the synopsis of it, so that would be interesting. It was compared to Station 11, which is a dystopian book, so if you are a fan of those, that might be something interesting to check out. The second book is Vinegar Girl by Anne Tyler, and that comes out on June 21st. And this book is a retelling of The Taming of the Shrew by William Shakespeare, and this is a modern day retelling, so this would be an interesting spin on a classic. And I feel like a lot of the books coming out lately are a retelling of a classic book, which I think is pretty neat because some of them turn out alright while others are pretty terrible, but I hope that this one will be an interesting read, and I'm looking forward to picking it up. The next book is Surprise Me by Dina Goldstone, and it comes out on June 21st, and this book is about 2 people who ended up meeting in school because they were both aspiring writers and were learning the writing craft, and they didn't really hit it off from the start, but then a few years after that they end up meeting and they turn out to be just the right person that the other one needs at that time. Really close, and they become friends. So I thought it was an interesting book and definitely has some potential for it. I don't know if I'll end up liking it, but it seems pretty good so far. The next book is With Malice by Aline Cook, and this comes out on June 7th. This book is about a teenage girl who wakes up and can't remember the last few weeks of her life. Meanwhile, her best friend is dead. She doesn't know what has happened, but she believes that it's more than what she's aware of, and she is trying to figure out more about what has happened in the past. These kinds of books are usually a pretty good read, just because it's a pretty exciting journey to figure out what has actually happened and how she ended up getting where she is right now. Sometimes those books fall flat, but I'm willing to give this one a chance. And last but not least is Girls by Emma Cline. This book comes out on June 14th, and this is about a 16-year-old girl in California who becomes really interested in a group of older girls who seem to be hanging out in her area. She gets better acquainted with those girls, and then she learns that they're a part of a cult, which she inevitably becomes a part of as well, and they have a charismatic leader who's sort of leading them to do some questionable things. And this book sounds pretty dark and definitely kind of scary, because anything that's to do with cults is super scary for me, but I think it'll be a really good read, and I've seen this book around a lot, so I think it will definitely be great, so I'm really excited to pick this one up. So that's it for my January 2016 exciting books. Please let me know if you're excited to read any of these books, and also please let me know what books you're excited to read that are coming out in June. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.